right, so we're going to do your Inner Alchemy Oracle card spread for, I'm going to say this week, but it might also be for the next few weeks. We'll see what kind of comes up over the next couple minutes as we delve into this reading. I'm pretty excited to be doing this because the Summer Solstice was just a few days ago, and I'm sure, as with most of the Wheel of the Year events that happen, and especially associated with the seasons, I have to imagine that you are all already feeling it. So the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to flip over the first card, and the first card is Spark. Now, I am using the Inner Alchemy Oracle cards, and I will leave a link down below in case you are interested in purchasing a set. I'm actually offering a special, not only for the cards, but also I have a series of 53 15-minute videos that allow you to go deeper with the cards and experience it from a much more heart-centered place than just simply reading cards for the sake of reading them, because there are so many cards around the world. And I have heard some beautiful stories from so many of you of how these have affected you. So as you can see, the first card is Spark. And what that typically means, and if you look at it, if you kind of really look at it, and I'll bring it up here, I'll see how I can do that. The Spark card is really about finding your inspiration. What's in your heart? What inspires you? What moves you forward? So when this is the first card in a spread, this is typically telling you that whatever you have been feeling that has been kind of drawing you to do something, or there's an urge or a call from a place of inspiration. And we can think of this as source is guiding us. We can think of it as with the summer, we have where it's all about fire. So what's igniting your fire? What's really are you passionate about? Because that's what this time is about right now, is for you to experience this summer-like passion, this fire in your belly, in your solar plexus, and just really go for it. So I love that card. I also love that the card shows us how we must be almost like focused. You notice how there's this tunnel, but if you keep on going and keep on going and keep your eye on the end result, like keeping your eye on the fire, like if you think of if you were in a cave and it's dark, but if you keep walking, you know you can see that light, and as you get closer to the light, it creates it's less of a shadow and more of a light. So the spark is following the light at the end of the tunnel, and also recognizing that once you get to that light, something inside of you is going to make you act. It's going to make you want to do something. So then the second card that we have is Light Warrior. And what I love about this card is the first card is about the act. The second card is about who you are and what you do with that act. And the Light Warrior is a healer. The Light Warrior is someone who has maybe crawled out of the dark or has really experienced some hardships recently, even for that matter. And now they're finding that there's more, again, light at the end of the tunnel. There's this desire to sort of pick up your sword, or pick up your tool of choice, your divination tool of choice, and spread more light onto the planet, into the world. I'm also going to bring her up a little bit because I just love the colors of these cards, and especially this one. You can tell that there's a lot of wisdom there, that she has seen things, she knows things, and because of this, she'll never be the same again. She also has sparks, almost as if, that spark, like she came out of the tunnel and the cave, the womb, and she's ready to use what she has learned about herself and about what it means to be in the dark. So while this may be about shadow work, you have to remember that on the other side of the shadow work is the light. It is what's coming too light for us to look at in a much more different perspective. Okay, now our third card is Illumination. Look at that gorgeous, gorgeous sun and the sacred geometry and the stars and the celestial heavens, in back of her, just opening up, and she's in the water. Illumination, wow. Think of that as radiating your heart, radiating your gifts, radiating who you are. She's gone into the water and she's in the water, but she's also very much connected to the elements around her. So this is really telling me that while things may be heating up, while you may be feeling more of the temperatures rising within yourself, in the world, and around you, that right now the blessing of being in the water, around water, hearing water, drinking water, will actually kind of quelch some of the heat, some of the rage, some of the strong temperatures that are playing out. And what is the water about? The water is about emotion. It's about feeling. It's about emoting how you feel and putting that out. So the illumination is only going to work if you're feeling it. You cannot radiate and illuminate something if you're spending too much time in the shadows and too much time in the dark. You can only do it if you are actually experiencing the love of who you are, soaking in the sun, soaking in the source energy, because that's what we're realizing, right? Is that the sun is source energy. And so that's what this time is about. I'm going to tune in a little bit and see if there's anything more about this spread and about these cards. I want to remind you that I am a Earth to Spirit journey guide, and that's what these cards were about, is Inner Alchemy. And so Inner Alchemy is about taking things that are ready to be turned, churned, and changed, transformed into something else. So if you are, interested in those Inner Alchemy Oracle cards, again, I would be happy to drop down in the comments below a link, and I would love to know what you thought about this reading.